Hello there and welcome back. Happy holidays to all of you watching. Christmas time is my most favorite time of year because of the festivities, the lights, and the time that I get to spend with my loved ones. My birthday is also December 28th, so I'm something of a Christmas baby. Even though I would get that one present at Christmas, that would be for both. But that's okay. I've always appreciated what I've received, even if I've received nothing at all. I hope that all of you have a wonderful holiday season and that you enjoy this video. Today we're going to talk about the spiritual meaning and origins of Christmas time. Enjoy it.
If you don't mind, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before we go further into the video, as it helps to get these videos seen out there in YouTube land. Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy the video. As an esoteric teacher, many have asked me what the spiritual significance of Christmas is. In fact, Christmas has been so Christianized that a lot of people didn't know that it was once part of a greater pagan celebration. I've done a video on this in the past, but I thought to expand on it a little bit further since we're nearing Christmas time. I myself love this time of year. It's a beautiful time where loved ones get to be together and people can celebrate the hard work that they've put in all year round throughout the summertime. At one time, the new year started in April, which is when the zodiac begins as well too. However, the new year was changed to January for many, leaving those who were in the dark still to celebrate it in April, which is where we got April Fools. The people that were still celebrating the new year in April, unaware of the change, were considered to have had the biggest prank of all played upon them. When it comes to holidays, I think a lot of people have been pranked into celebrating them, not really knowing their history or origins. Because of the beginning of the year, having begun in April, this means that the full year ran all the way until harvest time and ended right as winter approached. This would leave us with a few months of a dead zone. This makes a lot of sense since the people of ancient times used this time to celebrate the winter months. They celebrated the winter solstice, and since it was dark out most of the time by that time of the year, many people were indoors, living off of what they had harvested throughout the year. This is the reason why many of the winter celebrations were created. It also honored many of the gods that were associated with them in many of the different cultures and belief systems all around the world. Christmas, celebrated on December 25th, has its roots in both pagan and Christian traditions. Its earliest origins can be traced back to various ancient winter solstice festivals, including the Roman festival of Saturnalia, which honored the god Saturn with feasting, gift-giving, and revelry in mid-December. Similar celebrations occurred across cultures, such as the Norse Yule, featuring feasts and the burning of the Yule log, symbolizing warmth and light during the darkest time of the year. In the 4th century, the Christian Church established December 25th as the day to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, likely to coincide with these existing pagan festivities. This strategic choice allowed early Christians to convert pagans by incorporating familiar elements into their new faith. The Nativity story, emphasizing Jesus' humble beginnings, became central to Christmas celebrations. Many mythical figures from various cultures have parallels to the modern Christmas narrative and its celebrations. For instance, the Norse god Odin, known for riding through the sky on a horse during the winter, influenced later depictions of Santa Claus. Similarly, the figure of Father Christmas from English folklore embodied the spirit of generosity and good cheer, contributing to Santa's persona. Beyond Europe, other cultures celebrated similar festivals around the same time. In ancient Egypt, the rebirth of the sun god Ra during the winter solstice involved feasting and merriment. In Persia, the festival of Yalda marked the longest night of the year, celebrating light's victory over darkness with family gatherings and special foods. In India, Makar Sankranti, celebrated in January, honors the sun and its return, involving festivities that signify the end of winter. The practice of gift-giving can be linked to these various traditions, as well as to the Roman custom during Saturnalia and the gifts presented by the Magi to Jesus. These practices merged over time, shaping the modern celebration of Christmas. The commercialization of Christmas began to take shape in the 19th century, particularly in the United States and Europe. The publication of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens in 1843 spurred a renewed interest in Christmas traditions, emphasizing charity, family, and goodwill. The introduction of Christmas cards in the 1840s and the popularization of Christmas trees also contributed to the holiday's expansion. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Christmas had transformed into a significant commercial holiday. Retailers began to capitalize on the season, promoting elaborate displays and advertising campaigns. The iconic image of Santa Claus was popularized in the 1820s and 1830s, but it became cemented in American culture through the illustrations of Thomas Nast and Coca-Cola advertising campaigns in the 1930s, which created the jolly, red-suited figure we recognize today. Santa Claus, known for his jolly demeanor and gift-giving, has roots in various traditions, most notably Saint Nicholas, a 4th century Greek bishop famous for his generosity. Over time, this figure merged with other cultural influences, including Nordic traditions and the aforementioned Christmas folklore. The modern Santa Claus, with his sleigh and reindeer, is a blend of these various influences, shaped significantly by literature, art, and advertising from the 19th century onward. Elves, often depicted as Santa's helpers, have origins in various European folklore traditions. In Norse mythology, elves were seen as supernatural beings associated with fertility and nature, and their transformation into Christmas elves occurred in the 19th century, aligning with the popularization of Christmas. They became symbols of the industriousness and magic of the holiday season, contributing to the whimsical image of Christmas. In contrast, Krampus, a figure from Alpine folklore, emerged in the 12th century. He is often portrayed as a horned creature who punishes misbehaving children during the Christmas season, serving as a dark counterpart to Santa Claus. The tradition of Krampus highlights the duality of the holiday, where joy and fear coexist, reminding children to be good or face consequences. The introduction of Santa Claus into shopping malls marked a significant shift in Christmas shopping culture. In the early 20th century, department stores began to feature Santa Claus as a central figure in their holiday marketing strategies. By the 1930s and 1940s, the tradition of having children sit on Santa's lap for photos became popular, creating a festive atmosphere that drew families to stores. As suburban malls began to emerge in the 1950s and 1960s, they replaced Main Street as the epicenter of Christmas shopping. Malls offered a variety of retail options under one roof, making them a convenient destination for holiday shoppers. The presence of Santa Claus in these malls became a cherished tradition, reinforcing the connection between Santa and the holiday shopping experience. Christmas is a major economic event in the United States. According to the National Retail Federation, holiday retail sales in the U.S. reached over $800 billion in recent years, with projections often exceeding this figure. This includes spending on gifts, decorations, food, and travel, contributing substantially to the economy. The season also boosts industries such as retail and shipping, making it one of the most lucrative times of the year for many businesses. Christmas has evolved from ancient pagan traditions into a prominent Christian holiday, while simultaneously becoming a major commercial phenomenon. The blending of cultural influences, including various global winter celebrations, has created a rich tapestry of myths and practices surrounding the holiday. Figures like Santa Claus, elves, and Krampus play central roles in its modern celebration. The introduction of Santa into shopping malls marked a pivotal shift in holiday shopping culture, making malls the center of Christmas commerce. The economic impact of Christmas is immense, making it a critical period for businesses and a cherished time for families around the world. Since angels are essentially messengers of light, the angel most prominent during the winter months, overseeing those with deep faith in the divine, provides protection during the darker days of the year. This angel, along with other seasonal messengers, takes turns watching over humanity. These figures can also be likened to deities, as they possess divine qualities and hold spiritual authority over the earthly population during their appointed seasons. Traditionally, the Archangel Gabriel is associated with winter. Each season corresponds to specific elements, and Gabriel is recognized as the messenger who announced the conception of Jesus to Mary. She is linked to the element of water, which resonates with winter due to the prevalence of snow and ice. The name Gabriel means God is my strength, a fitting description for those enduring the harsh winter months. If you noted, I called Gabriel a she, when traditionally Archangel Gabriel has been known as a he. The only reason why I say this is because it is a common misconception that Gabriel is male. In fact, if you go back into traditional beliefs about angels, Christianity and Catholicism, both have often named only male angels with a male god. Even though spirit really doesn't have a gender, consciousness can lean more toward one side or the other, or have a balance of both. When it comes to Gabriel, she appears as a woman and has more of an emotional sense of understanding because she embodies strength. One must understand suffering and truth both to develop true strength. This is why Archangel Gabriel is also known as an angel of truth. Consider how people lived in ancient times. Without modern heaters, they relied on a constantly glowing hearth to keep warm, enduring the smoke and fumes of the fire. If families struggled to afford food and firewood, their children's lives were at risk. Traveling through snowy roads and blizzards was perilous, requiring immense strength and resilience. In many regions, the survival rate for infants was only about 50%, and winters brought additional challenges as sickness and disease often spread during this time. Therefore, strength was crucial not only for the survival of children, but for everyone enduring the hardships of winter. The winter solstice marks a moment when the sun is perfectly balanced on the cardinal cross, embodying harmony. The sun symbolizes our soul and the source of life, representing a time of equilibrium. This is why the solstice coincides with Christmas, a celebration linked to Jesus, who represents humanity and was metaphorically hung on the cross. Just as solar deities were said to hang in balance, Jesus embodies the connection between our souls and the divine source of life. The spiritual significance of Christmas reflects the idea that our lives are often in a state of balance. Throughout the year, we work tirelessly to make ends meet, and many face hardships and misfortune. Winter brings additional challenges. Colder temperatures make transportation difficult. Roads can become treacherous, and outdoor work is limited, leading to financial strain for many, especially farmers who cannot cultivate in the harsh weather. The winter solstice and Christmas represent not just physical struggles, but also spiritual ones, as the sun symbolizes our soul. During winter, when we're often confined indoors, feelings of depression can set in. With limited activities, many turn to television and other forms of entertainment that may introduce negative influences and temptations. This sedentary lifestyle can lead to health issues, making winter a challenging time spiritually for many. It's essential to recognize that ancient celebrations of joy, gift-giving, and the bounty of harvest also encompass the realities of indoor living and what transpired behind closed doors. Instead of allowing negativity to invade our souls, we can utilize this time for self-reflection and growth. While today's world offers a plethora of distracting content that can hinder our pursuit of truth, we hold the power to choose how we spend our time. Christmas should be seen as more than just a festive occasion. It is an opportunity for introspection and personal development. Despite its connections to various pagan traditions, this season serves as a reminder that even in winter, when nature appears dormant, we can focus on honoring our loved ones, giving meaningful gifts, and investing in our well-being. As we prepare for the coming year, may we emerge stronger and more enlightened.